Good evening,
Very good evening, everyone.
sir. I was solving the past question papers and I had a doubt. Can I ask it now?
I'm going to conduct a doubt solving session on Sunday, this Sunday.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I thought that there were no correct options given. That's why I thought that I would ask it today. But okay, right, I'll ask it on Sunday.
That'll be great. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Kevin.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Kevin. Tell me.
Sir, sir, I was just saying hello, sir.
Oh, okay, okay. No problem.
Sir,
Give me a minute.
sir, when will be the class on Sunday?
The timing I will have to discuss with Ajinkya sir and then get back to you. We'll have to make sure that the timing is convenient for everybody. Okay.
Sir, I had shared my PDF to Ajinkya sir. You said to ask, you asked to make the PDF of doubts.
The doubts, right? Yeah. That I will request each and every children. It's better you create, you know, make a list or make a PDF or something like that of your doubts. It will be better. Okay. So that will help
Yes,
us
sir,
save a lot of time.
I shared to Ajinkya sir.
Yes, that is highly appreciated. Thanks a lot for that. Mm, Okay, I'm sharing my screen now. So, dear children, the couple of classes back, we had solved this paper, circles chapter we had learned. Like, I'll just give you a, you know, I'll just give you a briefing. Yeah, here it is.
Sir, right.
Sorry, I could not hear you.
So we did circles, right, already.
Did we complete the worksheet of circles? We have done the chapter, I know,
No, sir.
but I think we did not do the worksheet of circles. From what I remember, we did the circle chapter and then we did the surface area and volume chapter and then we solved the worksheet of surface area and volume, but not the circle part. Right. So I'll
Yes.
just give you a, walk through what we did in the circle so that we can immediately go further. So this is basically circle. The center line which is passing through the radius and joining both the circumference. Circumference is what? Length of the boundary. Length of the boundary is called as circumference. This line which is joining two points at the circumference and passing through the center is called as diameter. The line which starts from the center and line means segment which starts from the center and ends at the boundary is called as radius. And any other segment which is joining the 2 points of the circumference is called as chord. Okay. So a circle can have many chord. So in short, this diameter is also a chord. The longest chord is basically diameter in simple language, if we must say. Secant is basically the line which covers the chord. So it is a line which cuts the circle. That line covers the chord inside it. And if the secant is not, if the line is cutting 2 points in a circle, then it is called as secant. If the line is touching just 1 point in a circle, that is called as tangent. And if you draw from the point where the tangent is cutting the circle, if you draw a segment or if you draw a radius till the center O, you will observe that the radius and that particular tangent is always perpendicular to each other. The second point is, sorry, the tangent segments to a circle drawn from a point given in its exterior are congruent. For example, you consider a point P. You draw a tangent from point P uh, to one side of the circle. Let me name the connecting point as point A, and let me draw one more tangent to the other part of the circle. Let me name that as point B. So this AP and BP, they both are congruent. That's what they have written. Segment PA and PB are congruent. Speaking about arc, what is arc? When you draw a chord, this chord separates the circle into two parts. The first part is the lower part, which is the smaller part, and the second part is the bigger part in this case, which is the upper part in this case. So curve, this curve is called as arc. Now, this arc, name of the arc in this case will be called as XAY. We will call this part as XAY. We will call the other part as XBY. Now, since this is a smaller arc, we will call it as minor arc. And the other part, obviously, since the other part is the bigger one, we will call the other part as major arc. Yeah, just give me a minute. Okay. Now, in this case, if AB is the diameter, then the arcs separated by the diameter is always same. They say the upper half and lower half both are going to be same. So in this case, there is no concept of major arc or minor arc. Both are just arcs. Okay. And like the separation of the diameter, whatever is left with us, that will not be called as arc. It will be called as semicircle because it is half of the circle. Now, as shown in the figure, angle XOY is the central angle having a minor arc XAY. Now, uh, how can we name the arc? For example, if you have point P, then you have point Q. If you wish to name this arc, you can call it as PXQ, you can call it as PYQ, or you can call it as QYP, or you can call it as QXP. So the compulsion is you will have to name the first point and the last point. In between, if you have 100 points, out of them, only 1 point you have to mention. Any 1 point you can mention. It doesn't matter which comes first and which comes last. Now, sorry, just a minute. Yes. The angle measure of the arc. The angle measure of, for example, if somebody is asking what is the angle of this arc, it is nothing but from both the ends of the arc, you draw a radius to the center point. Whatever angle is made by those two radii, will be the angle of this particular arc. Now, for example, measure of arc AQB is nothing but angle AOB in this case. Obviously, what will be the measure of the arc APB? All you have to do, since you know this angle, from 360, you will have to subtract this angle to get the other part of the angle. Angular measure of semicircle is 180 and circle is 360, that we know. Speaking about circumference, I have already told you the circumference is basically the length of the boundary of the circle. The formula for circumference, we have two formulae. One is pi d and the other one is 2 pi r. Pi's value can be 22 by 7 or 3.14. Now, length of the arc, if we are speaking about the length of the arc, for example, this particular length, XAY. The formula for this is basically whatever angle you have divided by 360 multiplied by whole circumference, 2 pi r. The length of the arc is theta upon 360 multiplied by 2 pi r. Area of circle, we already know it as pi r square. Area of sector of the circle will be similar to this. It will be theta upon 360 again multiplied by 2 pi r square. Previously, we had 2 pi r. Now we have 2 pi r square. Wait, why 2 pi r square? Only pi r square it should be.
Yeah, sir, that's what I was about to say. How 2 pi r square? It should be pi r
No,
square only.
it's only pi r square. It's a printing error. Yeah. Dear children, it's only pi r square, not 2 pi r square. Okay. Now, what is the segment of the circle? If you draw a chord, this chord will definitely divide the arc, which we have already learned. But apart from that, the area also is divided into two parts. The whatever area is divided by the chord, or maybe whatever area is formed by this arc and the chord, is called as segment. If we are speaking about the minor arc, then that particular area will be called as minor segment. If we are speaking about the major arc, that particular area will be called as major segment. Now, in this case, minor segment will be this part. This is minor segment. This is major segment. Now, in this case, if you wish to find the area of minor segment, how do we find the area? Now, we have to find this particular area, right? So, there is a simple logic. What you have to do is you will have to find the area of this particular sector. उसमें से you will remove this area of triangle. So, when you remove this area of triangle from the sector, you will get the answer for area of segment. So, that's what they have done. Area of sector minus area of triangle. Yeah. And the area of major segment is what? First, you will have to find the area of minor segment, and the whole area of circle minus area of minor segment will be the answer for area of major segment. Now, since we are done with the recap of this particular chapter, that is circle, let us proceed further with the worksheet. Now, how many revolutions will a wheel make? Let's go for the first question. How many revolutions will a wheel make? Uh, Having 84 centimeter diameter, which means radius will be 42 centimeter to
42.
cover, yeah, to cover a distance of 7.7 kilometers. So total distance, see, uh, basically one revolution will cover a distance of 2 pi r as we know. And if some number of
Sir,
revolutions are
first I
covered,
think we have to convert the units to same units we have to have, right?
yeah, I will get back to that point. Okay, now in one revolution, this will cover a distance of 2 pi r. If they are asking how many revolutions, let me consider this wheel is going to make n number of revolutions. So in one revolution, if the distance covered is 2 pi r, then in n number of revolutions, this 2 pi r will be multiplied by n to find the total distance. This much is clear for everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. Now, in this case, if you observe here, we have centimeter and here we have kilometer. So we will have to find the middle ground. So as per you can find any middle ground. Either you convert both of them into centimeter, or you keep both of them in kilometer, or you convert both of them into meters. Whichever you find is convenient, you can go for it. I find a meter convenient, hence I'm going to do that. So this 80 like 42 centimeter can be converted into meter by dividing it by 100. Okay. Either you can write it as 42 divided by 100, or you can write this as 42 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 2. I hope you know this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So either or, whichever is convenient for you, you can do that. This goes in meter. And the total distance, instead of writing 7.7 kilometer, I'll write this as 7,700 meter. So I've converted everything into meter. I will be substituting in meters itself. So I'll write this as 7,700 meter, or maybe 77 into 10 raised to 2 meter. And then 2 I have. And then I'll, sorry. And then yep. And then I'll write this as 22 by pi, 22 by 7. Why 22 by 7? Because I have 42, which is a multiple of 7. So here I'll write 42 divided by 100 multiplied by n. This n I have to find. Now let me cancel. 7 ones are 7, 7 6 are 42. Sorry. 7 6 are 42. 11 twos are 11 sevens are. Now, okay, I can do one thing. Sorry. I can cancel this as
Sir,
well.
cancel 2 and 100.
Yeah. 4 and 100, I'll get 25 over here. Now I'll take 25 to this side and 6 below it. So this n will be equal to 7 multiplied by 25 divided by 6 multiplied by 100. I hope it's clear. I took 6 down. I took 25 up. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Great. Now can I cancel? I'm just figuring it out. 7 by 6 is 1 point something, so it's definitely 2500 से थोड़ा ऊपर. So I'm just
So 2650.
makes sense. 2650. It is making sense. But it's not accurate. It is an approximated value. See, if this
Yeah, we
option
need
was
to
not there,
calculate.
yeah, see, if this
Sir,
option was
because none
there,
of these is also one of the options. Yeah.
yes, due
Yeah,
to this, I
also
will
none
not
of these.
directly say this. So,
Correct.
yeah, we will have to calculate, yeah. Then this is going to take time because it's not going to cancel with anyone. Okay, okay, let's go for it. So 25 into 7 goes to be 175, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yes,
8.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
And
sir.
then double zero. And then when you divide it by 6, so you'll get 3, 2. 2, there goes 12. You have 5, 55.
5
Nines
6,
are 54.
9s are
nines.
54, which means I don't have to solve further because 29 का कुछ भी नहीं है यहाँ पर. I can directly say none of these.
Yeah.
None of these. Yeah.
Okay, let's proceed further. The second question. Circle having a perimeter of 88 centimeter is inscribed in a square. Find the area of the square. So let's do one thing. Let's first find the radius of the circle because I am pretty sure that whatever is the diameter of the circle, that is equal to the side of the square. So if I find the diameter of the circle, then the game is over. So since the perimeter means circumference, right? Perimeter is given as 88. It is equal to pi into
Sir,
diameter.
so pi d.
Yeah, I'll
Pi d
just
is
do that
88.
right.
Yeah.
88 is equal to 22 upon 7 multiplied by d. 22 ones are 22 fours are. 4 sevens are 28. So d comes out to be 28. And the area of square will be 28 square. I hope you understood. Whatever is the diameter, that becomes the side of the square.
Yes, sir.
Sir, but 28 square gives a pretty big number.
Yes,
It's
sir.
not in the options.
Mhm. Circle having
Yes,
perimeter
sir.
this much
It's not in the
inscribed in a
options.
square. That is the logical explanation, yeah.
So the radius is 14, so it will be 28. So then 28 squared.
No, no, no. How did you get the radius to be 14?
Radius to be sir, see,
Ha
I
ha ha
did
ha.
2
Same,
pi
same.
r is equal to 88,
100.
22 22.7, r is 44.
Yeah.
Therefore r is 44 times 7 on 22. Cancel 2 on 1, 2 7.
Yeah,
And
this looks like a wrong question, my dear children, because based on the data
Yeah,
what they
because
have given,
yeah.
our answer is correct. Our calculation is correct. Right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है.
yes, sir.
Let's proceed further to the third question. Third one. Ratio of the inner circle.
Hello,
Sorry, somebody was
sir,
trying to
am I
speak.
audible?
Yeah, now you're audible. Tell me.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Sir, I had a doubt in a past question paper question. Can I ask at the end?
Yeah, for doubt solving, as in the previously also I had mentioned, today will
Okay.
be like once we complete this particular worksheet, we'll go for a doubt solving session. So on coming Sunday also I'll be taking a session, and apart from that, coming Wednesday also I'll be taking a session. So in these two sessions, what we'll be doing, we'll try to solve one paper at least, or maybe more than that. That depends on how much time we have, and we'll do doubt solving. Okay. Our major focus will be on the doubt solving, and after that, we'll be doing a paper as well if the time permits. I hope I'm clear. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So ratio of the area of inner circle to the outer circle is 9:16. So area's ratio is given. The difference between the two diameters is 4. The area of the outer circle will be how much? Now let's do one thing. What they have given, let's write it down and see what we are going to get. Now, first of all, the area's ratio, let's say area of inner upon area of outer, they have given this to be 9 upon 16. Now, the area's formula, you know that it is pi r square, pi radius of inner square upon pi radius of outer square, that is equal to 9 upon 16. I'll cancel pi, I'll take square root on both sides. I'll get radius of inner upon radius of outer, square root on both sides. 9 square root goes to be 3, and 16 square root comes
3
out
is to 4, sir.
4.
So
Yeah.
basically 3 and 4.
Yeah. Now we know one thing, that inner radius is equal to 3 by 4 times outer radius, right? Now that means inner diameter is also equal to, like, you do one thing, you multiply 2 on both sides, this 2 radius becomes
Sir, 1
diameter,
by
this
4
becomes the
of
outer. Just a
sir,
minute, just a
1
minute.
by
So inner diameter is also equal to 3 by 4 times outer diameter. Okay. Or you can also say that, yeah. Now, let's do one thing. They have given another data that two diameters are 4 centimeters apart from each other, or maybe the difference is 4 centimeter. So, which means outer diameter minus inner diameter is equal to 4. That's what they have given. Now, outer diameter will be equal to, sorry, minus, instead of writing inner diameter, I'll write this as 3 by 4 diameter outside. The 1 minus 3 by 4 gives you 1 by 4 DO, that is equal to 4. That gives you DO as 16. So once you have DO, you'll have RO, which is nothing but radius of outer circle. That will be half of it, that is nothing but 8. Since you have radius now, the area of the outer circle is pi multiplied by radius square. And that, okay, as you can see in the options, everywhere there is pi, you don't have to solve pi. 8 square is
sir,
64.
64 pi centimeter square.
64 pi will be your answer. So before directly substituting the answer, You will all substituting the value of pi, you just check the options as well once. Okay, let's proceed further. The fourth question. In the given figure, tangent PQ is 45 centimeter, length OQ is 53. What is the area of the circle? So simple it is. This is 45, this is 53, and this is 90 degree because the angle between radius and tangent is 90. So you have to find the area of the circle, which means you will have to find the radius first. So how do you find the radius, my dear children?
Pythagoras.
Pythagoras.
Pythagorean.
Very good, very good. So in this case, radius square will be equal to 53 square minus 45 square. So what we can do is 53 plus 45, like a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. That we can do, or maybe you can do square, whichever you find is convenient, you can go for that. Addition multiplied by subtraction is more convenient to me, so I'll go for that. So this goes to be 98 multiplied by subtraction gives me 8. 98 multiplied by 8 directly before I'm not going to go for it directly. So what I'm going to do, I'll write this as r is equal to under root of 98 multiplied by 8. Now, instead of writing 98 multiplied by 8, let me convert it into perfect squares. 98 ka half is 49, which is a perfect square. So, yahan se what did I do? I've taken 2. Now, I'll take 2 and put
60.
multiplied with 8. So,
Yeah.
that will give me 16. So, this both numbers becomes
The
perfect square.
answer is
That
2460.
Yes, 28 will be your answer. Okay, 28 will be your radius. Okay, so far is clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then goes
Yes,
for
sir.
area. Area is equal to
That
pi r
is
square. That is 22.
clear. That will be
Shall we?
22 and 7. 7 and 28 gets cut. 1 4. That will be 2464 after complete calculation.
Uh, okay. Yep.
Your option
246.
A.
2464. Option A.
Correct. Option A will be your correct answer.
Sir,
Yep.
like in this problem, we got root 98 into 8. So, sir, now you knew that 98 into 8 can be done as 49 into 16. But in the exam, how we can get these combinations to find the root?
See, if you're not able to figure out the combination, break it down into small numbers. You will automatically get some of the other combinations. Understood?
Okay, sir, got it, got it.
Like for example, if 98 into 8, if you're not able to understand what is going on in this case, you simply break down 98 into 7 into 7 into 2. This becomes 98. And then 8, you can break it as 2 into 2 into 2. Then 7 into 7, 2 into 2, 2 into 2. There goes your square root.
So, sir, in
Hmm.
that case, won't it be like convenient if we actually multiply and find the root rather
If you,
than spending time on figuring out the combinations?
if you feel that is convenient, go for it. See, जैसे कि
Okay,
in
sir.
this
Got it.
case, if you would have multiplied, you would have got the number to be 784, है ना?
हाँ,
784 is a number of which square root, you can figure it out. But what if the number was very huge?
common.
Yeah, what if the number is not a common number? What if there was more 4 into 4? What if there was more 8 into 8? Then this would have been a very big number, है ना?
Anyways,
हाँ, okay.
we can.
Sorry, Satyaj, your voice was not audible.
Yeah, even for me it cracked.
Going to the fifth one. Find the area of the shaded region if the radius of the circle is 21. The measure of the angle is 90. AOB is 90. For those who can't see, this is A and this is B. Okay, the radius is 21. That is written. And this angle is 90. Okay. Area of the shaded region you have to find. So this is the area of the segment. So how do we find the area of the segment? It's basically area of the sector minus area of the triangle. है ना? So area of the sector
Sir, 90, 1 by 4 into pi r square, right?
1 by 4, absolutely correct. So area of sector is, for those who might have not understood, I'll just use the formula. It's basically theta upon 360. That is, theta in this case is 90. So I'll write this as 90 upon 360 multiplied by overall area, that is nothing but pi r square. How much is r? R is 21. Since it is multiple of 7, instead of writing pi, I will write 22 by 7 multiplied by r square. That is 21 into 21. Is this much clear for everyone?
Sir, we can just take that as 1/4.
Yes, sir.
This reduces a lot of work.
Satyaj, I still could not hear. I suppose you were saying you could have considered it as 1 by 4. Yes, you can consider it as 1 by 4. So 4, 3, there goes this as 11 and this as 2. So what I'm left with is 11 into 3, 33. 33 multiplied by 21 divided by 2. For now, I'm just keeping it as it is. I'm not going to do any further calculation because it is not my final answer. I've told this thing to you earlier also. मेहनत हमेशा सबसे लास्ट के लिए रखना. Okay. Now, going for the next one, area of triangle. Area of triangle is based into height. Here, since both are radius, I can say 21 to 21 base होता है 21 height होता है. So half into base into height goes as half into 21 multiplied by 21. Now, area of the segment is basically area of sector, that is 33 multiplied by 21 divided by 2 minus 21 multiplied by 21 divided by 2. So I'll take common first. So 21 upon 2 तो anyway common आ गया है. From here I'll take 3. From here also I'll take 3. So I'll take 3 common. I am left with, here I am left with 11 and here I am left with 7. 11 minus 7 goes as 4. And this 4 gets cancelled with 2 to give you 2 over here. So ultimately your answer is 42 into 2, 84. है ना?
Sir,
42?
how
Yes, sorry,
42?
sorry.
63. So
63 into
126.
2 is 126, correct.
Option 4, 126.
Very true. Hmm. Okay, proceeding further. Here's the sixth one. XY into XZ are two tangents. XY into XZ are two tangents. A is the center of the circle. YXZ is 30. YXZ is 30. Find the difference in angle. YAZ minus YXZ. Sorry. Now they want us to find the difference between them. Now, one thing to understand is basically this angle is 90, this angle is 90. Now, if you'll consider
Sir,
this quadrilateral,
is it option 3?
um, wait, I'll have to solve and check. 180.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like option three only. Even I feel the answer is option three. Uh, yeah, so if you consider this quadrilateral, this is a quadrilateral of which the sum of all quadrilaterals angle will be 360. Okay, 360 is equal to angle Y, which is 90, plus angle X, which is 30, plus angle Z, which is 90, plus angle A, which is YAZ. Now, when you solve this 90, 90, 180, 180, and this is 210, 210 इसमें से निकालेगा तो this angle A becomes 150. So angle YAZ is equal to 150. And hence the subtraction goes as 120. 150 minus 30 is 120. I hope the answer is clear.
Sir, meeting is about to end. Should we rejoin?
Yes. Let's join again.